What's up everyone, it's Mahmoud Hassan and welcome back to the channel for a deep dive into the world of wireless technologies. We're talking about the backbone of how we connect, how we communicate, and how we experience the digital world. Today we'll be exploring the advancements and implications of 5G and 6G. We're going to break down the tech, the speeds, the potential, and what it all means for you. So, whether you're a tech enthusiast or just curious about the future of connectivity, stick around. This is going to be a deep dive, so grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's jump right into it. All right, before we jump into the world of 5G and 6G, let's take a step back and talk about wireless communication in general. I mean, it's something we use every day, but how many of us actually know how it works? At its core, wireless communication is all about transmitting information through the air using electromagnetic waves. Think of it like this. Your phone sends out a signal, kind of like a radio wave, and that signal is picked up by a cell tower. That cell tower then relays the signal to its destination, which could be another phone, a server, or even a satellite. And the whole process happens in milliseconds, making it seem instantaneous. Now, the way these signals are transmitted and received has evolved over time, leading to different generations of wireless technology, from 1G to the 5G we're using today. And each generation has brought about significant improvements in speed, capacity, and reliability. But it wasn't always smooth sailing. Early wireless technologies had their limitations. Remember those clunky car phones from the 80s? Yeah, that was 1G. It was slow, unreliable, and you could only make calls. But hey, it was a start, and it paved the way for the wireless revolution we're experiencing today. So let's talk about this evolution, this journey from those first-generation cell phones to the lightning-fast connections we have today. Each generation of wireless technology has been marked by significant advancements. 2G brought us digital voice calls and text messaging. Remember SMS, that was a game changer. Then came 3G, which opened up the world of mobile internet. Suddenly we could browse the web, check emails, and download music on our phones. It was a huge leap forward. 4G, or LTE as it's commonly known, took things even further. We're talking faster speeds, lower latency, and the ability to stream high-quality video on the go. 4G truly ushered in the era of mobile everything, and now we have 5G. This is where things get really interesting. 5G isn't just an incremental upgrade. It's a complete overhaul of the wireless infrastructure. We're talking about significantly faster speeds, like download a movie in seconds fast. We're talking about ultra-low latency, which means almost instantaneous responses. This is going to revolutionize everything from mobile gaming to virtual reality to self-driving cars. And we're just scratching the surface of what's possible. But the story doesn't end there. Researchers are already working on 6G, the next generation of wireless technology. While 5G is still in its early stages of deployment, the race to 6G is on. And if the past is any indication, we can expect even more mind-blowing advancements in the years to come. Chapter 3. Unleashing the power of 5G, key features and benefits. Let's dive deeper into the world of 5G and understand what makes it so special. As I mentioned earlier, it's not just about faster speeds, although that's definitely a major perk. 5G brings a whole suite of features and benefits that are going to transform the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. One of the key features of 5G is something called millimeter wave technology. Now, this might sound complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. 5G uses higher frequencies in the electromagnetic spectrum, which allows it to carry more data at faster speeds. Think of it like this. Imagine a highway with more lanes. More lanes mean more cars can travel at the same time, which means less traffic and faster travel times. That's kind of what millimeter wave technology does for 5G. Another important aspect of 5G is its low latency. Latency refers to the delay between sending a request and receiving a response. With 5G, this delay is almost non-existent. This is crucial for applications that require real-time feedback, like online gaming, video conferencing, and remote surgery. Imagine a world where you can control a robot arm on the other side of the world with virtually no lag. That's the power of 5G's low latency. And it's not just about speed and latency. 5G also brings increased capacity, which means it can handle a lot more devices connected to the network at the same time. This is essential for the growing number of Internet of Things, IoT devices like smart home appliances, wearables, and connected cars. With 5G, we can create a truly interconnected world where devices can communicate seamlessly with each other. So, as you can see, 5G is more than just a faster internet connection. It's a platform for innovation, a catalyst for change, and a glimpse into the future of connectivity. Chapter 4, 6G on the horizon, a glimpse into the future. Now, while 5G is still rolling out and we're just beginning to explore its full potential, the tech world is always looking ahead, and that brings us to 6G, the next generation of wireless technology. Now, 6G is still in its very early stages of research and development, but the possibilities are already generating a lot of excitement. We're talking about speeds that are hundreds of times faster than 5G, latencies so low they're practically imperceptible, and the ability to connect billions of devices simultaneously. One of the key areas of focus for 6G is something called terahertz communication. This involves using even higher frequencies in the electromagnetic spectrum, which opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. Imagine downloading a terabyte of data in seconds, or experiencing virtual reality that's so real you can't tell the difference from the physical world. That's the kind of potential we're talking about with 6G. But 6G isn't just about faster speeds and lower latencies, it's also about creating a more intelligent and connected world. We're talking about things like holographic communication, where you can project a three-dimensional image of yourself into a remote location, or tactile internet, where you can actually feel objects in the digital world. Of course, 6G is still a long way off. We're probably looking at a decade or more before we see widespread deployment. But the research and development happening today are laying the groundwork for a future where connectivity is seamless, instantaneous, and virtually limitless. Chapter 5, The Road Ahead, Challenges and Opportunities in a 5G and 6G World. Now, while the future of wireless technology is incredibly exciting, it's important to acknowledge that there are also challenges and opportunities that come with deploying these next-generation networks. One of the biggest challenges is infrastructure. Rolling out 5G and eventually 6G requires significant investment in new infrastructure, including cell towers, fiber optic cables, and other equipment. And these networks need to be denser and more robust than previous generations to handle the increased speeds and capacity. Another challenge is regulation. Governments around the world are still working on regulations for 5G and 6G, and there are concerns about things like spectrum allocation, privacy, and security. It's important to strike a balance between fostering innovation and ensuring these technologies are deployed responsibly and ethically. But amidst these challenges, there are also tremendous opportunities. The rollout of 5G and 6G is expected to create millions of new jobs in fields like telecommunications, manufacturing, and software development. These technologies will also drive innovation across industries, from healthcare and education to transportation and entertainment. And perhaps most importantly, 5G and 6G have the potential to bridge the digital divide and connect even the most remote parts of the world. Imagine a world where everyone has access to high-speed internet regardless of their location or socioeconomic status. That's the kind of future we can create if we harness the power of these technologies for good. So as we stand on the cusp of this new era of wireless connectivity, it's important to approach it with a sense of both excitement and responsibility. The decisions we make today will shape the digital landscape for years to come. And by working together, we can ensure that these technologies benefit everyone and create a more connected, equitable, and prosperous future. That was a lot to cover, but I hope you found this deep dive into the world of 5G and 6G informative and insightful. As you can see, the future of wireless technology is incredibly exciting, and we're only just beginning to scratch the surface of what's possible. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date on all things tech, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful videos. And be sure to let me know in the comments what other tech topics you'd like me to cover in the future. Until next time, stay connected.